These are the most disrespectful and unsportsmanlike moments football has ever seen. Moments fans still argue about years later. Let's get right into it. It's the 2006 World Cup final. Extra time, and words are exchanged between Zinedine Zidane and Marco Materazzi. Seconds later, Zidane turns around and headbutts Materazzi straight in the chest, sending him to the ground. The referee has no choice but to send off France's captain in what would be the final act of his legendary career. Uruguay and Italy are locked in a battle to survive the group stage when Luis Suarez and Giorgio Chiellini clash inside the box. Suarez leans in and bites down on Chiellini's shoulder. The Italian instantly turns to the referee, showing the mark, but the officials miss it completely. It wouldn't stay hidden for long. Stoppage time at Anfield, Liverpool chasing an equalizer against Chelsea. In a tussle for the ball, Suarez grabs Branislav Ivanovic's arm and sinks his teeth in. The defender screams in pain and shows his arm to the officials, but the referee doesn't spot it either. Minutes later, Suarez scores the equalizer himself. Years of bad blood between Roy Keane and Alf-Inge Haaland finally boil over. Moments after City equalized, Keane goes in with a horror tackle on Haaland's knee, an act he later admitted in his autobiography was premeditated revenge. He's sent off immediately without a hint of regret on his face. The 2010 World Cup final, and things are already getting physical. Nigel de Jong goes up for a challenge against Xabi Alonso, but instead of the ball, his boot lands studs first on Alonso's chest. It's one of the most brutal fouls ever seen in a World Cup final. Somehow, referee Howard Webb only shows a yellow card. It's the final day of the season, and Joey Barton completely loses his mind. First, an elbow to Carlos Tevez's throat gets him sent off, but he's not done. Seconds later, he aims a headbutt at Vincent Kompany, then kicks Sergio Aguero while he's already walking off. 3 opponents targeted in under a minute. 1990 World Cup, Netherlands against West Germany, and tempers are already high. Frank Rijkaard is booked for a foul on Rudi Völler, then spits directly into his hair. Both players are eventually sent off, and as they walk off together, Rijkaard spits at him a second time. One of the ugliest scenes in World Cup history. Champions League semi-final, Inter Milan hosting Barcelona. Thiago Motta simply raises his arm to protect the ball. His hand barely grazes Sergio Busquets' face. Busquets collapses to the ground as if he's been struck. The referee buys it completely, and Motta is sent off for something that barely happened. World Cup quarterfinal, England against Portugal. Wayne Rooney is sent off for stamping on Ricardo Carvalho, but the cameras catch something else. As Rooney walks past, his Manchester United teammate Cristiano Ronaldo turns to the Portuguese bench and winks. England never forgave him. Stoppage time, Brazil already winning against Turkey. Hakan Ünsal kicks the ball away in frustration. It grazes Rivaldo's thigh, but Rivaldo drops to the ground clutching his face like he's been shot. The referee falls for it completely, sending off Ünsal on a second yellow. Rivaldo was later fined for simulation, but the damage was already done. Copa del Rey quarterfinal at the Bernabeu. Lionel Messi is on the ground after a foul, and as he lies there, Pepe walks over and stamps directly on his hand. The referee misses it entirely, but the cameras don't. The Spanish press called it a disgrace to the game. Stoppage time, Juventus already up 2-1 against Sassuolo. Douglas Costa clashes with Federico Di Francesco after a late challenge, and things escalate fast. He appears to elbow him, attempts a headbutt, and finally spits directly in his face. He's sent off instantly and later banned for 4 matches. FA Cup quarterfinal at Goodison Park. In a tangle with Gareth Barry, Diego Costa appears to sink his teeth into the midfielder's shoulder. The referee sends him off immediately. Costa would insist afterward that he never actually bit him, and Barry himself backed him up. The replay still leaves fans arguing to this day. Which one shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more.